everybody. If you're here, say hello. I'll just wait for people to hop on. Give people time to get the notification that I'm here. Hi, Jeannie. Welcome. Hey, hey. I'm in a different setup tonight. Like, it's a little... Hello, hello. Hi, everybody. Welcome. Let's see. Hands are so dry. I have washed them 1,000 times. Yes, I am by my office. The tables are way far away from here, and I just didn't know how good my Wi-Fi signal would be out there. I normally go live over here at the table, so I wanted to be as close to back here as possible so that we don't have any issues. So anyway, yay. Well, let everybody grab their packets. I'm going to create with you tonight. You don't have to do it with me, but you can if you want to. That would be awesome. So I'm just kind of going to walk you through what you got in your packet. And I cannot tell on my end if I have any viewers at all. The platform that I use doesn't tell me, unless you say hello, I don't know that you're here. You certainly don't have to join in conversation, but you're welcome to join in the conversation if you like. I just noticed something. I'm actually dressed in the same colors as the Rosette. How about that? That's crazy. That's kind of wild. So yes, I am in a different setup tonight. I don't normally go live over here, but the store is set up differently and seats are way too far away from Wi-Fi. So I just thought I would just do this. So I am going to go ahead and get started. And fingers crossed. Hi, oh, yay, I have yours. Well, hi, Linda, and welcome. So in your packet, you have this little picture here, which kind of shows you what your finished product is going to look like. You have 2 strips of paper. You have one that is 1 inch by 9 3/4 inch. And you have one that is 3/4 inch by 9 1/4. So those are your 2 strips. You also have a 2.5 inch circle. Everybody's is different. Nobody's is going to look alike. Everybody's is probably going to look different. So, and then you have these 2 circles. Oh, please tell me I didn't lose. Oh, there it is. Okay, so you have 2 1 inch circles. And I believe this one is a 1/2 inch, 2 1/2 inch circles. These don't matter what they look like. So if they look like they don't match or they're different colors, that's okay. Or even if they're not punched perfectly, like see I have this one, it's not punched perfectly at all. I'm going to try to remember that could potentially be off screen here. Y'all holler at me if I get off screen. So that's okay. That's fine. That doesn't have to be perfect. So, and then you have the front of your rosette, which is this stamp. And some of you, if you can see mine is not perfect. Whoops, oops, oops, there we go. I'm gonna watch and then do it because then that's funny. You can watch and then do it. It's perfectly fine. Come back to the video, the replay, and pause and do all those things. That's perfectly fine. So as you can see, mine's not completely cut off. Some of you got one that looked like this. That was the edge of the paper. That's how it looked. And so all you're gonna have to do is trim, and I'll show you that here in just a second. Some of you may have had yours trimmed already, but you're gonna probably have to do some trimming to your stamp that goes to the front. So that's what you have in your pack. Oh, and some ribbon. You have some ribbon here as well. Okay? That is what's in your pack. Now, before I get started, I do want to talk to you about this paper pack. that this came from. I want to show you how pretty this paper is. It's absolutely gorgeous. This is the Graphic 45, Letters to Santa. Beautiful paper. I'm just going to pull this out really quick and show you. So, of course, that's where your stamps come from. And just really beautiful pattern papers. Super pretty. I love those postage. Oh, so pretty and vintage. And that Santa is just gorgeous. So there's that. And you get, I think you get 4 sheets. Is that right? No? Is it 3? I can't remember. But it's pretty paper. Really, really pretty paper. And then here's some of this. This comes in 12 by 12 as well as this is 8 by 8. So pretty. This is kind of on a smaller scale of what I'm about to show you for the solids packs. Okay, so here's another one. It's really pretty. Look at that sleigh. Oh gosh, it's so pretty and vintage looking. I love it. And then the pretty stripes. Hi, Cindy. So there's that paper pack. Here's some more. Just some really pretty vintage Christmas images. And then one last one, I believe. Yes. Oh, so pretty. Look at that. With snowflakes in it. Oh, so pretty. Holly and the berries. Just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Okay, so that is the coordinating patterned paper. And this is what they call the solids pack, which is where you're getting your stripes from. So I'll just kind of show you real quick what that looks like. Some of you have different, everybody's going to have different paper from this pack. I pulled 2. So there's a solid side and then there's a little bit of pattern, some lettering and things like that, or wording. So yeah, really pretty paper. Snowflakes, stripes. This is really pretty. I really like that. That's gorgeous. So it has the solids on the back. So you can get some mileage out of it. Pretty snowflakes. Yep. So there you are. There's the paper. All right, so now we can move this off. I just wanted you to see the paper pack that this came from. And so great for your holiday card making if you are into vintage. So we're going to start with our largest strip here. It's the longest strip as well as the widest. And all we're going to do, this is so easy, you guys. It's going to blow your mind. You're just going to score at every 1/4 of an inch. And sometimes it might be easier if I had my tape. Let's see, I have some tape right here. So it might be easier if you just tape your paper over here on the right side, and then you can come back to it and move it. Hi, Pam. Hello. So I'm just going to score at every 1/4 of an inch. Literally, just every 1/4 of an inch. It's that easy. And I'm talking, so I have to pay attention to what I'm doing. So here we go. I got to think in my head, every 1/4 of an inch. I think, okay, the long mark. Some of you probably have this scoreboard. Where am I at? Sometimes it's hard to see where you're at when you're looking at patterns. Welcome, Pam and Cindy. So thanks for saying hello. Here I am here. Y'all are going to have to forgive me. You might turn it over to the solid side. You might get a better take of your paper that way. I should have turned it over that way. So now I'm getting close to my tape here. Oop, that happens. I'm gonna move my tape this way so it doesn't scoot around on me. And just every 1/4 of an inch, I'm just scoring. With your bone folder, your score tool, whatever it is you have, just go every 1/4 of an inch. And there it is. there. That was 9, 9 1/4, and 9 1/2. And then you're at 9 3/4 at the end. So, okay, now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to score my other one. Get that all done so we can move our scoreboard out of the way. And this time I am going to do it on the other side. Those patterns make my eyes go crossed. So I'm just going to do it that way. All right. Sometimes the hardest part is getting started. Here we go. Going every 1/4 of an inch. And some of you are already bored. And some of you get great satisfaction from watching crafting. We're all different, so it's funny. Some things I get great satisfaction watching. I like to watch people. I do like to watch people color. It depends on the mood that I'm in. So sometimes I do and sometimes I don't. If I'm not in the mood, I'm like, ugh, it's like watching paint dry. And for some of you, this is like watching paint dry or watching the pot boil. Get ready to boil, that is. Okay. So we're going to go 1/4 of an inch. And now, whoop, whoop, that's it. You're at the 1/4 inch at the end, 9 1/4, which looks a little uneven to me, but that happens. Okay. So now we're going to go mountain, valley, mountain, valley. And so you're going to go one way, and then you're going to go the other. One way, and then the other. You're just going to go, oops, sorry, back up here. I got to remember, I'm standing up, and I'm in a different place than I normally am. Not bored at all. Just realize I've got to think about every 1/4 inch, not mess up. I know, right? I'm like trying to talk and pay attention to what I'm doing. Yeah. So I'm going back and forth. So forward, back, forward, back. So you're just going mountain, valley, forward, back. That's all. These are so super, super easy, you guys. And they're quite forgiving. Sorry, I got to make sure I'm doing this right. Yep. Okay. So I'm going to grab a little more here. Mountain, valley, mountain, valley. Try to get up closer so you can see. And then I'm going to take my other one here, and I'm going to do the same thing to it. It's a double rosette. So, and there it is. Okay, pop that over. You just go back and forth. Back and forth. It's that easy. Many of you have already done that, done one of these. Some of you may not. Some of you may have the old Tim Holtz die. I of which do. As a pretty little round edge on it. So which is another thing I failed to mention is that you could actually take your edge and do a punch along there and you could get a really pretty pattern around that edge. So there's all kinds of things that you can do with your rosettes. Yep, I get it. Some of you don't want to follow along because you want to make sure you're doing it right and you're just going to go catch the replay. That's fine. I am okay with that. So back and forth, back and forth, and back and forth. It's just Dun, 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 dun. That's it. That's all there is to it until all of these are folded on their score lines. Nothing, no super science at all. You can let it go, start back up in another place. It's Mountain Valley, folks, Mountain Valley. That's all it is. Oops, there it is, and there it is. Okay, that's it. And sometimes you might have to go in there and, if you've smoothed it out. There we go. Okay, now all you're gonna do is attach your ends. Sorry, see, I'm off screen again. So you're just gonna attach these ends just like so, all right? Okay, I'm gonna do it with glue. And I am doing my rosette with glue tonight, folks. Just to show you that you don't have to burn your fingers. Those of you who hate hot glue guns, I am among those that hate them. You do not have to use a glue gun. You can get your Fairly Art glue dries fast enough that, let's say, okay, so I have a flat end here, and I'm gonna attach my two ends together, just like that. And I'm gonna let it dry, hold it together. Just make sure they meet nicely. That's it. That's all there is to it. See that? It's just gonna meet like a star. That's it. Glue it together. Okay? Woo woo. Let it dry. I'm gonna let that sit for a bit. Squeeze it together. You can actually, I'm gonna grab paper clip or a pin, a clothespin, and just kind of do this. Let it sit for a bit. Next, and now we're going to do the next one, and they're just going to meet just like so. One more time. So you have pattern against the back. So I'm going to take my glue and I put it right here. I'm normally sitting when I'm doing this, so because I've been standing all day and I'm tired. So, hi Kelly, welcome. Trying to catch up on the names that are here. Okay, so now here I am. I'm just going to do this and bring it together like that. And now my other one is probably ready for me to take the clip off. I'm going to clip it together. There it is. Well, it's not deep enough, I don't think. Yeah, not for the clothespin. I'm just going to hold it. A paper clip is good. You could use a paper clip, but I don't have a paper clip out here. It's back in the office. So I'm just going to hold that there. Fairly Art glue is great for this. Okay, I have a little hack. And let's see if my bigger one fits in. Take the lid. Take the lid of something. This is actually the Fawn, the paste. So Fawn paste for stencil paste. And I was out of the paste, and so I just cleaned it out, and I've decided I'm going to give this a whirl. See if it'll fit in here. I don't know if it will, but we'll see if it does. And you're just gonna bring it together and it's gonna keep, nope, it's not gonna fit in here. I have a different one. Try this one. Okay. So this is, you know, Stampin' Up! Has these embellishment, these little plastic embellishment pieces. I have 1,000 of them from being a demonstrator. So you're gonna take this and you're gonna push it down like so, okay? Let me show you again. You're gonna go like this. You're pushing it down and pushing it in as far as you can get it in. That's all it is. You're pushing it down, pushing it in. So one of the keys is being ready. So when you are actually ready to do this, the most important, and I'm going to move my board out of the way. So I'm actually showing you a way to do this without having, excuse me here. Without having to do this with hot glue. You can do it with hot glue. That's perfectly fine. But I'm going to do it without hot glue. So I'm going to be ready. I'm going to get my glue down on my circle like this. And I'm going to get my block ready to go. And I'm just putting plenty of glue down. You can see that. I'm going to move this in a little better so you can see. Let me move this up here. So I've got plenty of glue. Plenty of my Barely Art glue. And getting my block, something heavy, and I'm going to push this down, push it in, and I'm going to have this turned over. Okay, I'm going to put it right here on the center. And I'm going to push this in. And hold it. Now see, for me, sometimes having a confined space for some people might not be so good. There it is. Just hold that down. And this is too deep to put the block on. So I'm going to show you here in just a second while I let it kind of grip and dry. Some people struggle with this part. It takes time and patience when you're using glue. When you're using hot glue, you don't have to wait as long. You can also put a glue dot in the center, one of the bigger glue dots, and that'll hold it for you in place while you get the rest of it with either liquid glue or with a hot glue gun, okay? So now that I have that pretty much in place, I'm gonna do that so that that gets good and dry. And now we'll see how this one works. I have this, this is a pimento jar lid. We'll see if this will stay down in here. Let's give it a whirl. How's that? Will it? Oh, it will. It's kind of nice, actually. So let's get this. You're probably wondering, why do I have two of these circles? Well, you'll see here in a minute. I'll show you. So we're going to get our circle ready. Good, and lots of glue so that it catches it all over really nicely. So I'm using glue because some people don't have hot glue guns, and I just wanted to show you how to do this with no hot glue. It's possible. This one was put together with no hot glue. I didn't use any hot glue on this. It worked just fine. Okay, so I'm going to push this down, and this one's nice. This is a nice size for this small one because it fits in there really good. And now I can just pop this on here like so. And it's going to kind of hold it together for me because it's the perfect size. So there it is. Oh, sorry guys, you can't see that. Let me show you. I've popped it down inside this pimento jar lid. See that? I apologize, I was off screen. I hate that when that happens. So, holding it down, and I do have another. Hopefully it's gonna come out. I suppose that might be something that y'all are gonna laugh if it doesn't. Are you gonna laugh at me if it doesn't come out? So you wanna make sure that if you do that, you push it in really good so that you can get it out. That is important. So we're just gonna go back and hold it in place here. I'll move this here. And you'll see here why you need to. See, it popped on me. Sorry, folks. I probably should have left it in the. It's not dry yet. It'll get dry. Gotta hold it there. Once it grabs it, then you can put the block on. Just trying to get closer. But if I get closer and I come down here, y'all can't see me. I was worried about that being too snug in there and not coming out. But it helps you get it. It does help you to kind of have it all in one spot. Kind of, because sometimes these little puppies will pop on you, and that is frustrating. So, and I'm gonna do this really quickly. And I'm gonna put this on here. Like that. Get these blocks on. And then we're going to turn it over. While that's drying, and I'm just going to show you really quick how you can actually almost see the center point with that little line there. And I'm just going to trim that right down that spot so it's nice and even all the way around. And there's my front. Okay, I think this one's ready. It should be good. So, I'll show you here. I have a second 1-inch circle. I'm in limited space here, folks. And I'm going to put glue all the way around. Plenty of glue. And this is why you need one on the back side, because you want it to be straight. You don't want it popping up in the other direction. So we're going to put this back on. It might almost be too big, but it's working. See how that pops like that? That's why we need the back side. So we're going to put glue here. All the way around. This Barely Art glue is perfect for this. It's great. So we're just going to put that down. Trying to keep up with conversation. Hi, Krista. Welcome. And now I'm going to put this here to hold that down. And there we go. There's that. Woohoo. Not hard at all. Very simple, very easy project. And now all we do is just glue these together. It's really that basic and that simple. So I am going to kind of gauge from this. how much I need. I kind of wish this one had longer tails maybe. So y'all got a little bit extra ribbon. This ribbon is in the store. And so I'll try to show you here on screen. Okay. I am going to take a glue dot and I'm going to put a glue dot right here underneath. Maybe two. So, lifting it up here. Get another one. Depending on how much backing I want about that much. Just like so. Yeah, that's about right. So then we put this on, and I'll let that dry while we put this on the back part. So we're going to actually put this on the back part of our circle. And we're going to do this with I think, yeah, I'm not going to leave it that much room. Yeah. So I've got mine up about that high, and you could bring it up, bring it down, depends on what you want. But I'm going to bring mine up just a little bit. And I'm going to do this with some double-sided tape. So I'm just going to put that all on my circle here. Grab my circle. I'm just going to go this way and lift. This is Lawn Fawn double-sided tape, by the way. And I'm just going to go this way and lift that off. And I'm going to put my rosette just right there. Or my rosette, my ribbon. Put my ribbon right there. Just like so. That's it. No rocket science. And I'm just going to trim it. Trim it off and then cut it here in a sec. So my rosette should be ready to go. This is for my bow. And they are. I can actually kind of, it's pretty stiff. I can feel that it's pretty sturdy. Krista, glad you had patience with me last week and showed me the rosette. So now I won't be fussing about it. Okay, so, boo. You guys, my circle is the wrong, I punched the wrong size for my circle. Boo. Some of you may have the wrong size circles punched. That's okay. Right? No big deal. There's a little edge around it. I thought we had 2.5. I don't know. Maybe it's because I didn't scrunch it in enough. You got to, possibly because I didn't scrunch it in enough. I don't know. We'll see. Scrunch them in further and you'll get a smaller size. And it's still pretty. I still like it. Okay, so now you're going to take the glue, you're going to glue this down just like so. I'm going to have to double check that size. I thought that's the largest punch I have. I think it might be my rosette is not scrunched in enough, and I think that could be the issue. That's what it is, I think. We'll see. We'll see. There it is. And then you're just gonna put some glue here. And it's okay if, see how that's off, that's fine. You're not gonna see it. That's not gonna matter. We're just gluing it just like so. That's really pretty. We're just gonna hold that there. Super, super pretty. I love how all of these have such a different look to them. It's super cool. Did your circles, so you showed, did you do your rosette last weekend, Krista? Was your circle the same size as your back rosette? I mean, there's just like a slight, ever so slight edge around this one. This one has a little bigger edge around it. Some of yours may have the right size and some of yours may not, because we were making these as we were going along, or we were putting the kits together as we were going along. We didn't want to overdo them. So, and now all we got to do is glue this front on here. I'll set this up here so I can remember. So, oh, it was for another project. Okay. I just assumed that since Jeannie said you showed it to her. Okay, put my glue on. We are good to go. When you got 1,001 projects going on, sometimes things do happen, and I apologize if they ended up being the same size. It is still very pretty. You could even die cut or circle punch a bigger one if you needed to. Out of cardstock. It doesn't have to, you know, if it color coordinates, it would still work. So, anywho, okay, there is that. I'm going to just I'm gonna trim this direction. And I'm going to, see, this is the part that always gets me. Yep, go in the right direction. Yep, there it is. Super pretty. Tie me a bow, pop it on there, and it's good. So I'm gonna show you how I do bows. So I'm gonna take, oh, thank you, Linda. So I take my ribbon and I bring it around, and it's still straight, and I bring it through just like so. Thank you, Jeannie. And I just pull them together, and then I kind of fuss with them a little bit. Pull them together just like that. And then you have ribbon left over for another project. For your gift, maybe even. Or your bag that you put this on. Or even, you know, if you do put it on a gift or a bag. Super pretty. Gorgeous ribbon. And voila. Could even probably make it smaller. Isn't it pretty? It's just so pretty. We have more in the store. It's great for all of your holiday decor. So I'm using glue dots. Bada bing. I'm gonna put 3 on here. I take it directly to the glue dot and I just pull it up. Pop that down right there. And it's ready. And now I have 2 rosettes on my tree. Yay! Here they are. Woo woo. And so I just wanted to show you that it is possible to do it with glue. You know, this is a very fast drying glue, a Fairly Art glue, and it is acid free. So it's really nice if you're wanting something to go very quickly. It's perfect for this project. Quick drying Yay. Anybody have any questions at all? I'm going to double check my circle boo, because I know that this was the circle punch that was in the bin that I was using. So my deepest apologies if you don't get much of an edge around that one. It's still super pretty though. Anyway, all right guys, thanks for joining me. I certainly appreciate it. I'll hold out here for just a second in case anybody has any questions at all. Just hop on and ask. Again, I took my rosette and I put it in a jar lid to kind of help hold it in place. Sometimes that's the thing that people struggle with the most, is when you get it glued together and you're pushing it down and trying to get it to smush in. That can be a struggle for a lot of people. So, but it is certainly possible to do it without. You can still do it without the lid. It's just a matter of holding it together. Just have your circle ready with glue on it and have it held down. Just you have to be patient and hold it. Otherwise, you're going to probably need to use a glue gun if you're not very patient. So, all right, folks. I certainly appreciate all of your support. I really thoroughly enjoyed meeting so many of you here on the Polar Express. New people from far and beyond and close by. Many people that are regulars, but also some new people. And I certainly hope that if it was your first time, you do come back and visit with us. We're always putting new stuff in our shop. We are pretty heavy on stamps and dies because card making is kind of the thing that we do around here. I do a lot of card classes. So, I wanted to make sure that you all knew. I almost forgot. Next week, we are open Wednesday before Thanksgiving. The day before Thanksgiving, we are open. And we'll be open actually longer hours because down here, downtown Platte City and Main Street, we are having a holiday lighting ceremony. And so we'll be open from 11 a.m. to, I believe it's 8:30 p.m. The holiday lighting ceremony starts, I believe, around 5. Don't quote me on that. You can probably go Google it, Platte City Holiday Lighting Ceremony, and you'll pull up the times for starts and finish. But you cannot park downtown. You have to actually drive to the high school. They'll bring you over on a shuttle bus, and there's no parking down here. Of course, John and I will be parked out back of our shop, but you won't be able to get in to come and park on the street. You'll have to take a shuttle. So if you want to come down and join us, we'll be doing letters to Santa here at the shop. We did it last year. It was our first year. And so we'll be doing letters to Santa. We'll be passing out some peppermint candy. And we're going to be selling some Christmas soup for our customers. We'll actually have them put together for customers who don't craft. And we'll be open for shopping. And yeah, so come on down and see. There's free food here in Platte City. The fire department will be giving away free food. And gosh, the Santa will be here with Mrs. Claus, and they'll come in on a horse-driven sleigh. It's a lot of fun. It's beautiful. It's a nice little time for right before the holidays. But I will tell you, we will be closed Thursday, and we will be closed on Black Friday, and we will be closed on Small Business Saturday. But never fret. We actually will have a special, and it will go from Friday through Cyber Monday. And I will be posting all of the information for that next week on our website. The day after Thanksgiving, you'll get to see what our big deal is for the weekend. And we'll just have one deal, and but it might be on multiple things but we won't be like having a deal on Friday and then a deal on Saturday and then a deal on Monday. And I find those kinds of things kind of frustrating, especially if you're doing shipping and you're trying to get all your stuff in one package. That's so frustrating. So we'll have a set of deals that will start on Friday and go through Monday. So if you want to, don't forget, if you're local, you can click on checkout for local pickup. but we do ship. So if you want to take part in our savings, you can have it shipped to you. We will do that. All right, I think that does it. So don't forget, we're closed next week, Thursday through Saturday. Actually, technically, we're closed all the way through the following week because we won't open back up until I believe that's the last Wednesday of November is when we'll come back. John and I are taking some much needed time to rest and recuperate. This is both of our birthday months. This month is our birthday month. It is also our anniversary, wedding anniversary month. So we are just taking some time to spend with family and taking some time off to be together alone. So, and not have to worry about anything. So that's, with all that being said, thank you again for all your support. And it was nice to meet all of you. If you have any questions, you can email me about the project. I don't have a problem with that. So take care, guys. Bye-bye.